Hey you guys, Casper here with 10-minute video update, silver, gold, platinum, palladium, and the dollar. I do it a bit more earlier today. It's 8 o'clock here, so then we have 2 hours until the markets are closing. Typically, we do it after the market close, but today we have to do it a little bit earlier. So with that said, let's just get straight into business. Very interesting moment here for at least short term for silver, because you can see that we're now, based on yesterday's video, we're below. Again, we broke down yesterday and we're trying to get back above. So it's very clear to me that we have right there, that is your channel. So we're gonna do it a little bit more tilted because that might be a better option like that. Good. Yeah, so you can see again breaking down here. Now we are doing some retesting, trying to get back above the longer term yellow. We really need to get above 38.33 here in the short term in order to regain the short term bearish momentum that we are seeing. Still no lower low, which is fine, but if we are to break down from here, it opens up a move down to this zone here, right? Testing the blue and these two highs in here, which means we are most likely going to go down to roughly 37.2 to 37.3. So let's see how if it can push back up here again. We're again not far away, but again we have to let the charts to tell us what's it going to do. And remember, this is the 2 hourly time frame, so we're looking, fairly compressed here. This is basically July, right? This move up here. So this is basically just July. Gold, gold here likewise. You can see the breakdown here from the yellow, from the blue wedge, which is 3 month old, and we are now at that stage where we are basically, depending on how you draw this stuff here, doing some back testing stuff here today. What we can also note after breaking down is we are bear flagging, right? So this is typically a bit more, as the sound, indicates, a bit more bearish. So for gold here to negate this breakdown, right, we need to get back above roughly 3,300 and 40-ish. Then we have negated the bear flag and we're back above the blue. And that is the important thing. If not, then it opens up for further downside where we really want to hold these two lows here, that low there, because then as long as we hold that, the entire structure is basically intact. However, as we talked about yesterday, dropping below here, that is not ideal. We really wanted it to hold here, but if we are to look on the bright side now after the breakdown, if we can pop back up again, that is typically where you see a big move, because after a false breakdown comes a huge reversal, and you typically go to the other side of that whatever fractal you're breaking down from. In this case, the blue, right? So if we are going to go to there, I'm expecting that. So if this is a false breakdown, I don't mind this one to be, showing a little bit of, danger here if we can get back above there. So interesting times here for gold. And then we're going to look at the Dixie here, which remains strong. As you can see, we're basically, look at that, we're coming up above the blue. So then this bit of a skewed head and shoulders is actually intact. So what the dollar needs to do to remain bullish is to break out here, back test, and then get back into the red and then continue. What would be really nice for gold, and I think that's also could coincide with, is if we test here and then get back below, right? Like that. That would be devastating for the chart and really good for gold and silver. So interesting here. Does the breakout hold for the dollar or not? We shall see. But definitely you can see it's showing again huge downtrend here, and now it's showing it some sort of momentum here, easing up a little bit, and now we have a bottom structure in place. So that is interesting. Not much here on palladium. Yes, we had the breakdown there. Bit of a bear flag going on here. Overall, still, strong, but we're definitely in a place, as we have been discussing, where we are losing a little bit of momentum. Um, and again, you could argue that we're getting some sort of flag coming out of this one here. We will make that yellow so you can see that actually we're now forming a bow flag as well, right? So at some point in time, we're most likely going to break out from here. And when you do, that is your next long opportunity. Overall, long term, Palladium is in a bullish vibe on the weekly time frames. That's why you're looking for long entries only. You don't short in an uptrend and you don't go long in a downtrend. The Dixie here, again, you can see we had a little pop here from the wedge. Testing, testing. So is that wedge really that important? I don't think so. We have to delete that because it was a bit of a, we will do that instead. So then we have the channel, right? That is the channel which, in order for platinum to continue, that is the one to take out. Um, you can see here we're actually getting back above, barely, you know, the purple channel. So we shall see what happens tomorrow. But basically, again, for the really bullish view, we are going to do that. And if we could have one leg lower as well. So yeah, midterm here, neutral, a bit bearish on platinum. Long term, extremely, extremely bullish. So that is also why if this flag here breaks to the upside, right, then you want to go long right there, which right now sits at roughly 1,420. So interesting here, and I'm just going to show you how bullish platinum is on the monthly time frame. Look at that, right? If we are, again, one of the biggest breakouts you've ever seen in platinum, and this broke out last month, huge green candle, and we're having a green candle here today, this month here. So long term, incredibly bullish on platinum. It's a screaming, you know, this was, again, we talked about it, 1050 on the Substack. Again, become a member if you want to, but we said anything north of that, and we're going to have an explosion of a move to the upside. And that is what we're seeing. Bollinger Band expansion heavily. You can see there, platinum long term, a screaming, screaming bullish vibes across the board. But again, short term, you can see we are having a bit of a, you know, pullback here. But again, this is just a pause before we go higher. We just need to find out when, again, to add or go long again, uh, or go long for the first time, that is, because we bought that one down there. So yeah, platinum, what a beast it is, platinum. That is all I have, guys. Have an amazing day. Cheers and bye.